And why does it impact some women more than others? And I think this is a question that we should really be asking. And it could be genetic, and it could be these SNPs that we're not studying that we need to study. So, for example, let me paint a picture of a woman for you that has ADHD. She's thin. She's has a lot of anxiety in her 20s, and then she develops endometriosis later, heavy painful periods, and then she goes on to develop, like, she doesn't get any help, maybe even has surgery, and still develops early perimenopause, and then her ADHD symptoms get worse. She's put on pharmaceuticals, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication, birth control to stop her period, everything gets worse. Why did this woman develop endometriosis instead of PCOS when probably it was all the same reason? And the reason could be these underlying genetic factors. Like, what if this endometriosis patient had COMT, the fast metabolizer, and this is what gave her this clinical picture, as opposed to a PCOS picture where you're growing hair on your face and losing your hair, gaining weight, becoming insulin resistant, your testosterone's getting high, right? Like, these two women diverged and went into completely different directions, even though the problem was the same problem, and maybe even the treatment is the same. But why did, like, and it could underlie the way the hormones are being metabolized, and we're not paying attention to it. We think that the liver just metabolizes estrogen and it's done. But we know that actually there's probably methylation pathways that we could look at. The estrogen is being methylated in different tissues in the brain and then being eliminated really quickly. And so her, along with dopamine, so she's becoming worse. Her clinical picture is severe with endometriosis. And then you have other women who their hormones might drop, but they're not metabolizing it as quickly. So they kind of fly under the radar until menopause. Like, why did I do worse than another woman? I was healthy, you know what I mean? And so, and I'm a carrier of a COMT gene, right? So this is a SNP.
Yeah.
So this is like a fascinating something that we should do research. Women are not being researched enough.